So I'm going to try a bit of a different configuration from what I went for initially. I am also going to be doing something a little interesting. I found these drink caps, would you believe, in my bits box, and I think what I'm going to do is place them like so and flip the cans like this, just for a bit of more visual interest. The other thing I'm going to do is, I don't like how flappy this cardboard is, so I'm going to find another bit of cardboard, and I'm probably going to abandon doing the hourglass shape, just because it doesn't kind of work with the configuration I'm looking at. I mentioned in the last video that I wasn't sure how I was going to support the walkways. What I decided to do was cut out a circle of cardboard and place the can through that and use that as a support for the walkways. With the cardboard cut out, the next step was gluing the drink caps to the tops of the cans. I resized the cardboard to be circular, just for better visual on the finished product. With the cardboard rings cut out and ready, I started gluing walkways to each of the rings. The super glue made a really strong bond with the cardboard. I then glued the silos to each of the bases. Okay, so this is where I'm up to with the build. I've grabbed a couple of bits from my bits box, just add a bit more variety to the electrical box, and I have used the cardboard rings that you saw earlier to provide a bit of foundational support for the walkways. I still feel like the walkways are very, very thin and flimsy looking. It could be that because it's still under construction, hasn't been painted yet, but I want to add a bit of more structural support anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up some sprue and use it just to underline the walkways, so that it can just have that bit more visual looking support. And eventually I'm going to figure out something to put on these corners as well, that can act as just more structure for it. Adding the sprue really did add a lot more structural support to the walkways, and I'm glad that I did it. It was kind of at this point that I was feeling like I wasn't really getting anywhere with this. Anyone who's created something kind of knows this stage. You're not really trusting the process. You're not really feeling comfortable with what you're making. It kind of feels like you just got a pile of junk. But you kind of just have to trust the process. It's all going to work out at the end. And I suppose only time will tell if that ends up being true.